Hey everybody, it's Teepa and Rachel, and we're here to answer another one of your questions, either from Facebook or YouTube. So Rachel, what have we got this time?
So this time we have a question I'm thinking quite a few people can relate with, but it's how to build trust when you're bringing in someone like for home health, only this is like private, but they found somebody who had real life experience with someone. But how do we build the trust between her and our person? And how do we kind of facilitate that?
Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. So see, this is the thing. People want it to be one quick, simple whatever. And because human beings are a little complicated, I don't find that it's that easy. So 2 of them are going to be similar in that the person doesn't have awareness. One of them is going to be the person does have awareness that they have brain changes and they have ability changes and that they need some support. That's 1 out of 3 times, if you're lucky. But in this case, the person does, but they're not necessarily excited and comfortable with somebody coming into their house, but they get the value of it. They sort of see that it's important. So in that case, the person has awareness. So, Rachel, hey, it's Teepa.
Oh, hi.
Hey, now I'm pretty sure. Now, do you think in this case that I should meet Rachel one-on-one, or do you think the person who started the arrangement should come in? Because, do we just throw the person and the person living with dementia together and see what happens?
Well, they have, in this case, they actually have met and they have liked each other.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this. This isn't the very first situation. So in this case, the person living with dementia knows there's changes. They've met me, and now I'm here. This is my first real visit, other than the getting acquainted visit. So I'm going to come to the space, and I'm going to go on the door frame. Knock, knock. Rachel?
Hi.
Hey, it's Teepa.
Teepa?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure if I came one other time, but I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to remember about that or not coming in.
Are you the nice lady that we met?
I am, in fact, hopefully the nice lady that you met, but I am the lady who's going to be coming in to spend some time with you and be here. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's probably sort of awkward, huh? It's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing to know that you really are starting to have maybe some different abilities than you used to, but it's another thing to have somebody else involved. Yeah. Listen, I noticed something. Would you mind? Back there on your wall, 2 things I noticed right away. You have a calendar with a lighthouse on it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a quilt rack with a quilt on it.
Right there?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is either one of those one thing that's yours personally?
The calendar.
Oh, the lighthouse calendar. Now, is that just one page has a lighthouse, or does the whole thing have a lighthouse?
No, each one does.
Oh, so it's like 12 months of lighthouses?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Now, this month, it's like February. Can we look at
January? And then I got this one here.
Oh.
See? And then there's this one here.
Oh, wow. Now, that's a cool one. Now, wow. That's like a smaller version one.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Now, is that one that you have in front? Does it have where it's from?
Where it's from?
Yeah. Where is that lighthouse? That one you had the red top and the white bottom?
This one?
Yeah. Does it say where that is?
Well, the silly thing doesn't even say.
Oh my heavens. Well, you know what?
It says new moon and first quarter and full quarter and last quarter.
Oh, sure enough. You know what? Look up on my computer. I think I could find where that lighthouse is.
See, and it's got red stuff down here too.
Oh, wow.
See, it goes.
That's kind of cool. All right. So, guys, what are you noticing about our interaction? What did I do, Rachel?
Well, I'd say we're pretty well on our way to having a good connection.
Yeah. So what I did is I did not enter Rachel's space, and that's true for all three without permission. So that knocking and waiting is really important. Waiting until Rachel looks up, Rachel till Rachel acknowledges, Rachel till Rachel comes to the door, depending on her skill set. But I need to wait for Rachel. And that's true for all three of these situations. And I said, not, and then I said, Rachel, hey, it's Teepa. And I'm still waiting, and I watched her face. And so part of this getting comfortable is me paying attention to what she gives me back. I give her something, and she went, and I don't have a clue who you are. So that's the moment where, in this case, because in the previous interaction, she had some awareness of change, I said, I don't know whether you remember or not. I'm the lady that's coming in. Yeah. And then I acknowledge how uncomfortable it is. And I say, yeah, because, it's one thing to this, and then it's another thing to that. Ooh, and then I notice something because we figured it out. It's not comfortable. She doesn't exactly remember our last interaction, which I remember really well. She doesn't. So I've got to start over again. Even though she doesn't necessarily think I'm a bad person, she gets the point of it. She doesn't remember our interaction. So I've got to establish this. And I may have to do this 5, 10, 15 times, depending on how early or soon in her dementia we start this. She could have a lot of trouble holding on to me, or she could just need a few sessions to start to recognize, oh yeah, that's Teepa, she comes. But it's not going to be meet me once and know who I am, know what I'm going to do in your life. That's the reason I'm here, is that you can't do that anymore. And somehow we tend to forget that at times. All right. So what I did is I picked something, and then I gave her an option, and she talked, and then we figure out some ways that we have some interaction that's going to be an okay thing. All right. Now these other two. Okay. This is Rachel was aware. These two are Rachel is not aware. Rachel is not aware, but she likes people. Rachel is not aware, and she doesn't particularly like people. And I say that because knowing who somebody is really is important moving into this. So if she likes people, Rachel will frequently just let me in without a lot. And I need to be careful not to overshare, overthink, overwant to build a relationship, because she's in a relationship at the moment. What I have to be thoughtful about is, and everybody around has to be thoughtful of, this is not a situation where in the first visit we're going to do intimate care. That's not how this is going to play. We've got to build this relationship into something that's comfortable, because at this point, Rachel may not even need intimate care. What she may need is a friend, a companion, somebody who's going to be able to get her from point A to point B, fill up the time from point A to point B, figure out what Rachel enjoys anymore, and help her engage in that, provide the missing pieces. It depends, but I've got to get comfortable with Rachel as much as Rachel has to get comfortable with me. But if she's unaware, I need to remember that I can come in pretty friendly and probably get pretty far pretty quick. And what that means for people around is you need to be tuned in. If I'm not a really good person, I can still get away with a lot very quickly. So it is important to keep checking to make sure that I am who you think I am. And this is going like you hope it will. It's not a bad thing. It's just being really holding people accountable, because Rachel is vulnerable. Now, if Rachel doesn't like people and she's not aware of her changes, guess what? The first time I came in and did what I did, the thing that would be different, not Rachel Volkers. Volkers. Yeah, Teepa Snow. Hey,
Hey,
I am not sure. I wasn't sure if anybody said anything or not. Doesn't sound like. Okay, I apologize because somebody should have said something to you
you
about
should
this.
apologize because someone shouldn't be coming in here without me knowing who they are.
You're absolutely right. I am sorry I surprised you because
What do you want?
Here's what I think is supposed to happen, but I want to check with you. I think arrangements were made for me to come by.
Who did that? My daughter or someone else?
Well, I thought it was the physician who made the referral, and your daughter was not sure whether you were going to be open to it or not, but the physician was the one that was pushing it. So that's why I'm here.
Well, I don't even like him. He doesn't know what he's doing.
I know that makes it awkward, doesn't it? Well, tell you what, if you would, I want to try something, and if you really are, it's not going to work, I will let him know. But could we try something for just a few minutes?
What do you want?
Well, I wanted to add, oh, wow. Now, is that a lighthouse on your calendar? That one back there on the wall?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, is that lighthouse reminds me of one I'm from North Carolina. And I will tell you,
that's not really any of your business because that's my lighthouse.
Absolutely. No, I have just been to like 5 different lighthouses. I didn't know if it was something you had interest in or not. Do you enjoy lighthouses?
You had 5?
5.
I've been to 1, 2, 3, so 4. I don't know, 4. Wow. Did you climb yours?
We did. I will tell you that there were 275 steps on the biggest one, Cape Hatteras.
Did you go up on that one? They were moving it when I went there. They wouldn't let me.
I got to go because I went. It was like 2 years before the renovation.
Before they rolled it on the rollers.
When it was
you made it up there. See, I just got to see it. I got my picture in front.
Oh, I took a Girl Scout troop.
You did?
I did.
Did you get a sticker afterwards?
We got patches. We did the whole thing. We actually went to all the lighthouses along the coast that summer.
Did you go to Currituck?
I did.
Because I climbed that one.
You were kidding me.
No, I did, and it was really windy.
Okay,
and it
so
was
I'm
really
pause.
windy by the side.
So, guess what I found out ahead of time? What are some of Rachel's favorite things? Things that are her thing, her pleasures, her value, her things she was proud of that she's done. Now, I didn't lie. I actually have taken Girl Scout troops to the coast of North Carolina, and we did go up out Cape Hatteras Lighthouse before they moved it. I mean, we did do those things. And I do have pictures, and I would probably have a few of those pictures with me. I brought a couple of them because, I just wanted to show somebody, like you're one of the first people I've ever been able to show because nobody cares that much about lighthouses.
Well, I don't know what their problem is because
I don't
that's
either.
actually...
They're pretty remarkable, aren't they?
Well, they are.
I went to one up in Nova Scotia.
Did you go to Peggy's Cove?
I did, and it's dangerous, and that's what they say.
Those rocks, it'll kill people on those rocks. They die on those rocks.
Okay, so what we're doing, again, it's not about she likes people. She likes lighthouses, and so now we're forming this relationship on something that we both are curious about, interested in, have experience with. She's very knowledgeable, but at the same time, this is letting me enter her space. Now, notice it started with she was not excited, and then the lighthouse, and that was her lighthouse. Absolutely. Mine was totally different. Yeah. Is it always going to work? No. But do we need to use something like that rather than, well, your daughter hired me? Yeah.
I can tell you that's not going to go well.
Good. So that 3 possibilities is what we're talking about. And the reason I bring it up as 3 possibilities, I think we need to get better at acknowledging and recognizing human beings are different. That's why one size doesn't fit everybody. And if none of these techniques you think would work, get back with us, because we do a half-hour consult just to try to figure out what is going on for your person, what's happening, so we can maybe be more effective. Because all we know is if we don't try something different, we're not going to get a different outcome. If we don't like the outcome we've got, all we can do is try to be different. So, Rachel, any thoughts?
I think that's a really good point, because we tend to just want people to just accept our help. And you're not going to get to go to bathing anytime soon. You may not even get in my kitchen or bathroom, but you did get into the door. And I think that people may not realize what an accomplishment that was. And so I'm thinking that if we can really see that as the accomplishment that it is, you're opening the door versus slamming it shut for you and everyone else to come.
Yeah. And so if all I do on that first visit is we talk about lighthouses and I say, you know what? I would love to come back. I want to share something with you. I actually have something I didn't bring along because I didn't know whether you'd like it or not. Can we do a return? Because I really would like to share something with you. Now, when I come, should I bring hot chocolate or coffee? I'll stop by and get something on my way.
Not coffee. That's for all people who are addicts.
Oh, okay. Oh, dear. Well, you may think badly of me because if
do you do that?
I have to have some. I'll be honest.
Oh, well, I'm not doing it.
No, you don't. Would you like some hot chocolate?
Yeah, but it better be good hot chocolate.
You know what? This place, do you like whipped cream on top?
Oh, yeah. It's better when you put whipped cream on it.
They put whipped cream on it.
But the other thing is, it better be hot. None of this lukewarm stuff. Hot. Like piping hot.
I'm going to cross my fingers. I'll wait for your judgment, okay? I'm bringing it a cup. I'll knock when I'm at the door because we got to make sure it's hot. It's going to be the last stop I make before I hit the door. Knock, knock.
Okay.
All right. So what I'm doing is preparing for the next visit. And I'm coming with a gift because, again, this is building this relationship. And how did I know it was hot chocolate? Because I talked to significant others. The real challenge is when there is no one around to ask. And Rachel isn't yet ready to share that stuff about herself. So that makes it really, really hard. So, yeah, sometimes we're operating the best we can be. And again, do I want to bring hot chocolate every time? No. But to start with, sometimes for people who don't really care about being with other people, I got to figure out a reason she might let me in. So there you go. 3 different opportunities. Being aware that when people are vulnerable, they do like people, it does increase the risk that somebody could form a relationship that isn't the healthiest. But at the same time, for those people, that does make it a little bit easier. We just don't want to make it an incident when it isn't. But there are these 2 other folks. Woo, you are going to have to do a little work. It is called work for a reason. All right, everybody.
Hey, now about those lighthouse pictures.
Oh, yeah. Let's figure those out. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Take care.
Hi, I'm Teepa Snow, and you just found our YouTube channel and watched one of our videos. I'm the owner and founder of Positive Approach to Care. Thanks for watching. And if you liked, if you have a comment about, or you would, please share it with people you know. Oh, and if you haven't yet done it, consider subscribing. We'll let you know when the next new video comes out. And you might want to visit our website, www.teepasnow.com, where you'll find other resources as well. See you there.